There are those days that nothing seems to go in your favor. It doesn't matter what you do and how you do it. Nothing actually goes in your favor. I'm pretty sure that all of us had those kind of days. Like, no matter what you do, nothing goes in your listen, it doesn't even matter how you do things. It doesn't even matter what you're doing or what you're trying to do. Nothing goes in your favor. Today, I was thinking about this realm and how things work in this realm. I know a lot of people who they didn't amount to anything, right? Who are blaming themselves. They're like, you know what? Maybe I chose the wrong career. Maybe I didn't study hard enough. If I didn't get pregnant, or if I didn't date this person, if I wasn't born in this family, things would have worked out for me. What if none of that matters? I like to say that it does, but I have this deep feeling that it doesn't. Because all of it started when you were born. You were born in the family that you were born into without your consent. So how did you really have a choice? Right? That's where it all starts. I want to give you this example. If I'm 32, if they decided to kidnap all the 2-year-old in the world and put them in a new planet and said, you have to find a way to make things work for you. They didn't give us enough resources. You can see that in this film there isn't enough resources, right? So they didn't give us enough resources. They didn't give us enough food, shelter, and they said you just have to fight for it. Obviously, some people would fail. Some people will not be able to get shelter. Some people will not be able to get food. Some people will not be able to get resources. But here's the thing. If it was possible to restart the whole process, it doesn't mean that the same people were going to win. The same people who've won, it doesn't mean that they will be the same people that would win. Right? What I'm telling you is very important. If they had to restart the whole process, things would go differently. I told you guys that I like playing snooker. Sometimes the guys that I play with beat me, sometimes I beat them. It doesn't mean that if I win, I'm always going to win. It doesn't mean that if I lose, I'm always going to lose. Do you get what I'm saying? But it's also possible to lose 5 matches in a row. Like, it's actually possible. It's something that actually happens. And it's also possible to win 5 matches in a row against the same person that you've lost. You know what I'm saying? And that tells you something about this place that we're in. Because a lot of you blame yourselves. You know, if you're not happy, you blame yourself. And I've been saying for the longest time that you should not ever blame yourself. I'm not saying that you can't put in enough effort, right? You can put in enough effort and you find that things go in your favor. I've been in those kind of situations where I tried so hard and I kept on failing and I kept on trying and then something happened. I know that things can happen if you keep on trying, but that doesn't mean that things will happen if you keep on trying. And that doesn't mean that, everyone should keep on trying, because it can end, like you can end up being a slave, you know what I'm saying? Like you want something so bad that you're trying too damn hard that you actually end up being a slave. I believe that a lot of things that we want, we don't have to work hard for these things, since we didn't even ask to be here. Like there's nothing that you actually need to work hard for, because you didn't even ask to be here. You didn't even ask to want these things. You just find yourself desiring these things. And that's what we are saying on this channel. So people be like, it's your job to get what you want. You're like, dude, I didn't even choose to want these things. Do you get what I'm saying? This reminds me of this movie. I forgot the name of the movie because I watched it like 5 years ago. So there was this guy who kidnapped people and put them in this kind of, like in this bunker where they were doing experiments on them. So they were trying to see how, if for example they can inject some drug, like you just say they use some drug on you, it can make you feel emotions that you never felt before. So they'll sometimes put people, like two people who were never in love, right, put them in the same place, and then they inject a drug that makes people fall in love, and you find out these people fall in love. Like it's not within their choice. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not what they chose, but it's something that they find themselves experiencing. So if they fall in love and end up doing things that people who fall in love do, would you blame them? Would you say, no, it's your fault? Or would you say that they didn't really have a choice, right? And that's life. It didn't give you a choice. You didn't have a choice. You just find yourself feeling the feelings that you're feeling, affected by the things. That is why a child, if you touch the child in a way, like let's say you hold the child in a way that makes them feel uncomfortable, right? Of course the child is gonna cry. Why? The child didn't choose to feel uncomfortable when you hold them in a way that makes them feel uncomfortable. That tells you something about this realm. That tells you something about free will. Did you really have a choice? There's a reason why I don't like Abrahamic religions. Let me tell you something that happened today. Funniest thing ever, right? So these old ladies approached me. They're Jehovah Witnesses. So they approached me. They're saying that, look, we have we're gonna have a church service on Saturday and would like you to come. I'm like, all right, this is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna listen to what you're gonna tell me. So they talked to me, and one of the ladies, she's old, she's like maybe 50, 55, 56, somewhere there. And she's like, let me get your number. so that I'll confirm with you. If you go to come, I was like, yo, this is perfect, bro. This is perfect. So I said, let me get your numbers and we'll talk. And then I texted her and told her my name. She's like, all right, thank you so much for texting me, blah, blah, blah. And then I said, you know what, to be honest, the real reason why I texted you and the real reason why I even paid attention to what you guys were saying is because I want you. Listen, I'm 32. She knows that I'm young. The reason why I told her that is because I don't know, like I don't respect. Listen, man. We can't do this to our children. We can't. Listen. We are South Africans. We've been lied to so damn much to be doing this to our children. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna, listen, I'm going in, period. I'm going in. Let's see what your response is going to be. Like, we can't keep on doing this to our children, bro. They didn't have a choice. Maybe those women didn't really have a choice. If they were born in an Islamic country that would believe in Islam, simple. And that's what I keep on telling Christians. Like, yo, if you're born in an Islamic country, you will be a Muslim. 100% because you don't question things. You are the kind of people that get indoctrinated and you don't even ask questions. But at least some of us are trying. You know, you're trying to detach yourself from things. You're like, you know what, this is how I feel, but I need to question how I feel. Why do I feel the way that I feel? Like, I need to ask myself why. Even when I feel love, I'm like, why do I feel love? Why do I love this person? You meet a cute girl and like, why do I love her? What has she done for me to love her? You know what I'm saying? She just looks cute and I'm just going to love her and I'm just going to worship her just because she looks cute? Just because I was programmed to love cute people? Like, no. She hasn't earned my love. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's the same thing with these religions. You're like, yeah, I was born in a country where everyone believes in this religion. I was born in a village where everyone believes in this religion. But if I was born somewhere else, everyone will be believing in the religion that dominates in that place. So should I believe in the same religion if I'm really seeking for truth? If truth really matters to me? Of course not. I shouldn't be believing in those kind of religions. Most people believe that they had a choice. They don't realize how limited they were. This realm is not what it seems, guys. I know that if you're not paying close attention to how things work, this realm will seem nice. This realm would seem like a kind of place where people are supposed to enjoy themselves, where people are supposed to be free, where people are supposed to gain knowledge and learn something. If you're not paying close attention, if you're not compassionate enough, compassion is also important. I'm talking about real compassion here. I'm not talking about your feelings, like you see someone suffering and like, oh, I feel bad for. I'm not even talking about it. I'm talking about real, like, compassion comes with intelligence. It's you being able to see where the other person is coming from. You'll understand that this realm is not what it seems. Yes, we want it to be good. Yes, we want to have a nice experience here. I mean, all of us want to have a nice experience, bro. No one wants to have a hellish experience. I do not know a person who wants to have a hellish experience. I don't think there can ever be a person who actually wants to have a hellish experience. I think every person that you can ever know would actually wants to have the experience that they prefer. But listen to me. If there are some people who seem to prefer an experience that you consider to be hellish, it's not a hellish experience for them. Maybe the kind of experience that you are having will be hellish for them. Do you get what I'm saying? I remember I had a conversation a couple of months ago with this lady. She's a Christian. She's against women going to clubs, right? She's actually against it. She's against women going to clubs. I was like, she goes to church and she thinks that that's how everyone should live. Everyone should go to church. Everyone should believe in the religion that she believes in. I was like, listen, people are in program the same. So the experience that you are having that you think is good might be hellish for someone else. You know, there are people who used to be Christians and who felt like the experience that they were having was hellish. Like, they don't like that. They don't like being controlled. They don't like being told when to stand up and worship. They don't like being judged, being told that, hey, because you had sex last night, you sinned. Because you masturbated last night, you sinned. Because you smoked weed last night, you sinned. They don't want that. You get what I'm saying? So that kind of experience is hellish for them. So for you, it isn't, but should you judge them? Do you get what I'm saying? The kind of experience that you're having is hellish for you. And that's why you must try to be as free as possible. You know what I'm saying? Try to be as free as possible. Don't allow anyone to make you experience hell if you can free yourself. Like, you know, if they're manipulating you. Listen, there's many levels of hell in this realm. There's a hell that's created by other people through beliefs and all of that. There's hell that's created by other people through manipulation and all of that. There's hell that's created by other people by force. And the world itself is hell. Do you get what I'm saying? So there are some hells that you can escape. You don't be like, you know what, I'm not gonna let you lie to me, bro. I don't believe in the nonsense that you believe in, so why should I live like I believe in the nonsense that you're telling me? Because I am experiencing hell because of you. You believe that there's someone who's watching me 24/7. I can't even touch myself because there's this person who's watching me 24/7. Like, no. I can't even have sex sometimes because there's this person that's watching me. Listen, I can't even lie sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Bro, I don't believe that. I don't want to believe that. I don't want to be manipulated by you. So yeah, it's already a hell realm, so I'm not going to be in another hell. It's already a hell realm, and I do not want to be in another hell. People don't really have a choice here, bro. That is why I can never blame a person for suffering as if it's their fault. Oh, you're suffering because you didn't do this, you didn't do that. I know people are trying, bro. I know that. You can't blame... if you've watched videos of animals and how they live, you probably have seen a video where an animal got killed after it was born. Like, after it couldn't even run. A lion just chased after it. It was like, oh, this is food. Do you understand? The mother couldn't protect it. Hey, this thing looks scary, bro. I can imagine working at night and looking at this thing. What the heck is this thing? Don't be scared of nothing, bro. It's a hell ring. Just know that you're not really in control. Just try to be as brave as possible. There's this line from JID. I thought it was a dope line, right? It's from this song called Community. It says something like, "You gotta have nerve. It'll make you strong if you don't kill you." I was like, damn, that's fire, bro. And it's right. It's like you can't be living in fear because you're not in control. So if you want to believe that you have free will, maybe you have free will to choose how you're gonna behave no matter how you feel. Does that make sense? I tell you guys that when we make decisions, we're not even conscious of what's making us make those decisions, right? If you meet a girl that you like in the street and you want to say something to her but you don't say anything, you don't know what's making you not to say anything. You just be like, I'm not going to say anything, and it's just comfortable. But you don't realize that you live in fear. Like, say something, be brave. Whatever happens, happen. You know what I'm saying? Be so brave that you're not even afraid of losing. Because there's nothing to lose anyway. Like, how can you lose anything in a realm that's not even yours? How can you lose anything in a realm that you don't even control? Do you get what I'm saying? You need to operate on that level of consciousness, bro. You never really had a choice. Since the beginning, you didn't have a choice. All the experiences that you had, you didn't actually have a choice. Even when you chose to be brave, you didn't even have the choice. But if you want to believe that you had a choice, then at least look at the moments where you were truly brave. At the moments where you felt like you wanted to do something but you were afraid to do it, but you still did it. Look at those kind of moments. If you want to feel like you actually did have a choice, but you didn't. It's a whole rim, bro. If you didn't choose where you will be born, how you're gonna look, your family, your height, your level of intelligence, your level of strength, your level of anything, then you didn't have a choice. Because all of that is going to determine how you're going to feel, how you're going to experience reality. If you are short, you know you're experiencing hell, period. Like, if I'm a guy who's like 5'5", I'm going to be experiencing hell, and it's not my fault. So maybe I can choose how to respond to that, and I call that a choice, but it's not going to change how I'm feeling. It's not going to change that Brock Lesnar can whoop my ass at any time. Do you get what I'm saying? I like MMA, bro. The guys like Mighty Mouse. Dude is like 5, maybe 5'2", 5'3". And here's what's crazy, right? Mighty Mouse, if you actually watch these fights, you realize that he is actually the GOAT. What he's done is more than anything that anyone has done in MMA. But they're not even going to give him credit because it's short. Because he was fighting in the, I think he fought in the flyweight division. I'm not really sure. So they want to give credit to the bigger guys, you know what I'm saying? The lightweights, you know, the Khabibs. I mean, Khabib was insane, bro. But still, they want to give credit to the Khabibs of UFC, the Tyron Woodleys of the UFC, the Kamaru Usmans of the UFC, the Hamza Chimaevs of the UFC, the Israelis, the Sanyos of the UFC, the John Jones of the UFC, the Daniel Cormiers of the UFC, you know what I'm saying? The Francis Ngannous of the UFC. Those are the guys that I want to give credit to. So that tells you something that, like no matter how hard you work, you can still lose because of the limit that life imposed on you. You can find yourself working harder than everyone else, and you still don't win. And we pretend as if that is good, that makes sense. No, it doesn't. It will never make sense. People are trying, bro. People are trying to have beautiful experiences in this realm. I'm telling y'all that people are trying to have beautiful experiences in this realm. No one is trying to have a hellish experience out here, bro. I'm not trying to have a... Listen, I'm not making this video because I'm trying to have a hellish experience. No. No one. I don't believe that. Like, you could never convince me that there are people who are trying to have a hellish experience here. Everyone is trying to have a good... And if they found ways... If they found ways to have the kind of experiences that they want to have, they'll have these experiences. That's why a lot of people are addicted to... I remember there's someone who said they're addicted to... Oh, they're addicted to alcohol or something like that. They're trying to have a good experience, bro. So people get addicted to things that may not be healthy because they're trying to have a good experience. So it's kind of like, they are like, you know what, man? I kind of like have to sacrifice my health for a good experience. Do you understand? That people are trying to go that far to have a good experience. People believing in religions that don't make sense, and you think they're just stupid. I mean, okay, I'm not even say much about it, but listen, they're trying to have a good experience. They are trying to have a good experience. They're not trying to have a hellish experience. So is there a person that you can really blame for the kind of experience that they're having in this realm? In the realm that no one even asked to be. Bro, you and there are people be like, you asked to be here. Like, bro, if I don't remember asking to be here, I didn't ask to be here, bro. Don't lie to me. That's that's gaslighting at its highest level. Like, oh, you asked for this, you wanted this. Like, no, bro. Don't tell me about the chill swans. Listen, I love chill swans and all the new age spiritual teachers, you know. Abraham Hicks. I love this Daryl Cannon. Listen, I love all these people. There's something that you can learn from them. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that they're telling you the truth all the time. You know, the Bashars. You know, Bashar is very intelligent, bro. Bashar is super intelligent, but it doesn't mean that he's telling you the truth all the time. So you can't say people chose to be here. Like, yo, you chose... Like, no, bro. Like, we need to be intelligent enough to realize how things actually work, bro. You know how things will work in a place that you chose to be in. You didn't choose this thing. You didn't. When you think about it deeply, it makes a lot of sense to believe that you didn't. So, if you chose to be here, why are there no signs that you actually did choose to be here? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there has to be something that makes you feel like, you know what? Yeah, I kind of chose to be here. Bro, you just experienced nonsense all your life. And you want to believe that you chose to be here, you chose this experience. You want to believe that this experience is actually making sense? No, it's not. It's a hell rim and it's what it was meant to be. And you're not to blame for the experience that you are having. No matter what anyone says, you shouldn't be blamed for the experience that you are having. I hope you guys are enjoying this video. I'm just holding this phone with my hand, and I'm hoping that it's stable enough, right, for y'all guys to be able to watch it without feeling dizzy. because I'm not using my DJI Pocket. I know if I was using my DJI Pocket, it'll all be good. But I bought this phone so that I don't have to render videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to export the videos on my laptop and then process them and edit them and all of that. You know, I can just record them and then upload them whenever I can. You know what I'm saying? And because this is 5G, it's much faster, so that is why I prefer using my phone. So I hope the stabilization is good. I try to invest in a good phone. You know, it's one of the best phones out there. I mean, it's actually one of the best phones out there. So, no, that's how much I'm trying, guys. You know what I'm saying, to do this at the highest level that I can. That's why I told you guys, because there were people who were complaining about wind. Like, yo, it's too windy and all of that. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna try. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to get a new like an external camera. If you feel like the camera is not good, I'm gonna try to get an external mic. If you feel like the sound quality is not good, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna try. If you tell me that you feel like you're not enjoying this because of something, I'm gonna try. You know what I'm saying? Because this is important to me, bro. When all of this is over, I want to know that I've done what I needed to do. I'll be like, listen, man, I've made a lot of videos expressing myself, telling everyone how I feel about this thing. I didn't hold back, I didn't lie. I spoke my truth, and I was honest with myself. I was intellectually honest, and that's what's beautiful about my channel, bro. Like, I know that people are making videos on YouTube talking about things that they don't even believe in, because they're like, yo, a lot of people are gonna like my videos. Listen, I'm being as real as possible here. You get what I'm saying? This is me, bro. If you want to know Benedictines, you gotta watch this channel. A lot of people think they know me. No, they don't. They've never watched my channel. Like, if you watch this channel, then you actually know me, because I don't say anything that is actually a lie. Like, I speak my highest truth. Like, this is really what I think. And there's the beauty of it, you know? And there's evolution here. Right? There are things that I didn't believe that I now believe. It's not like I always felt this way. You know, I always felt like something was wrong, but I didn't fully understand what was wrong. So I speak my truth at the level that I'm able to experience it. Does that make sense? So I speak the highest truth that I'm able to experience, you know, at the time that I'm able. I know, listen, it's always possible that you can evolve and start understanding things that you didn't understand before, that changes how you look at life. That is really possible, and that's one of the biggest reasons why I'm always willing to listen to other people. If you recommend somebody, like, you know what, listen, Benedict, you're wrong, there's this person that you gotta listen to, and I'm like, oh, let me listen to the dude. Let me listen to the lady and be like, this person is talking nonsense. Like, I can feel it if a person is talking nonsense, bro. I've only evolved by listening to people who spoke sense. I'm able to listen. When I tell you guys that one of the like, if there's someone that can like help me evolve like in a real way, it's Leo Gura. People will be like, some people will be like, no, you're more conscious than Leo, and I'll be like, listen, Leo helped me evolve because there were things that I believed that weren't true, and he helped me see the truth. This is why. So even if I become more conscious than the dude, it doesn't mean that he didn't help me, and I'm going to be honest about that. You know, it's someone that I used to listen to a lot, and that made me look at things differently. I remember there's this video that he made where he was talking about everyone is good. That's like everyone is actually trying to be good. And before you watch the video, you're like, what the heck do you mean, bro? Like, let's talk about some of the most messed up people. Like, what do you mean that they're trying to be good? And then he explains this, and you're like, dude. So I like Leo because of that. Like, he will, I don't know, man, he will show you your own shadows. Like, what are the things that you're not really paying attention to, right? So I like his intellectual honesty. So I'm like, yeah, someone like Leo Gora like really did help me. And I do believe that with this channel, there are a lot of people that I'm helping, you know. There are shadows that you're not able to see. Like, that's what the channel is about. It's not even about venting. People think that I'm venting. No. I'm telling you what I feel is the highest truth. That's it. It's not even about venting. I can't create a channel where I'm just venting. This is not even about that. It's about exposing the highest truth. Like, what are we truly experiencing? What are we lying to ourselves about, right? That's what the whole thing is about, guys. So when I tell you that this is a hell rim, it's not even me venting. Like, oh, you just think it's a hell rim because you had a bad experience. I keep on telling you that there are people, listen, man, there are people who are in hospitals, who can't even walk, who can't even talk, who don't think this is a hell rim, who have suffered like crazy in this realm. It's not about that. It's about seeing the highest truth. It's about you being able to see everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about. I focus on what I feel is the highest truth. I focus on what I feel makes sense. A lot of people that people are following on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, they're just saying what they think people want to hear, bro. And it's weird to me. That is why the politicians who are liars are winning. It's because people are focusing on these people are focusing on what people want to hear. But like, what do people want to hear? There was this show that I was watching. What is it called? I think it's called Hostage. It's called Hostage. I can't even finish the show. I've only watched like maybe 3 episodes. It shows you how politicians think. It's like, okay, how do I protect my image? You know? How do I make sure that my people still believe in me and all of that? I ain't trying to do that, bro. With this channel, I'm just speaking my truth. If what I'm saying resonates with you, then that's beautiful. And if it doesn't, it isn't. It is what it is at the end of the day. But that's what I'm trying. Like, when I started this channel, I was speaking what I felt was the highest truth. And yes, there's evolution, you know. That's some of y'all who watch my videos from 2021 and be like, I resonate with that more. And you're not wrong. Maybe at the level that you're at, that's what you resonate with. That's why I never delete my videos. Even if there's something that I'm saying that contradicts what I said in 2021, and I don't believe that there's something that I've said that actually contradicts what I said in 2021. But even if there was, I wouldn't delete the videos. You know? Why? Because it was how I felt at that time. Maybe there are some videos that you watch, you think, Benedict Tiny is contradicting himself. No, I'm not. If we can have a conversation, that's why I told you guys that we're going back to Discord, and I'm going to tell you how everything is going to work. What I would prefer is that when I'm live, I tell you guys that let's go to Discord and then we talk. That's actually why I wanted to go back to Discord, right? So that we can talk, like we can actually talk. You can join the live video and we all communicate. You know what I'm saying? Like, that will actually be beautiful. I think this place is nice, guys.
Can we pass, please?
Yeah, you can.
Yes.
No, it's all good. It's all good, my brother. This place is beautiful, and I remember I wanted to stay. I wanted to stay here, and I do think that it's a good place. So maybe I can for a while. Like I don't wanna. Like I'm a person who likes to stay in different places and I don't know, meet different people. That's what I prefer. So I think it's a nice place. So yeah, man, I tell y'all what I feel is the highest truth, not what I think you're gonna resonate with. That is why people sometimes they watch my videos like I don't agree with you. I'm like, yeah, that wasn't the point. I'm not trying to make you agree with me. I'm trying to tell you what I feel is true. If I'm wrong and you tell me that I'm wrong and I see that I'm actually wrong, I will, I'm not even gonna lie about it. Be like, yeah, actually, you're right. Actually, you're right. I am wrong. But I will try to explain why I was wrong, right? Because I like to explain. Like, I was wrong because of this and that. Like, I didn't know this. Or I didn't know enough about the topic that I was talking about. So I was wrong. But I like to talk about topics that I know enough about so that I can never be wrong. So one of the reasons why I want us to connect on Discord is so that you can tell me what you feel I'm wrong about, and I'll try to explain why I think I'm not wrong. I think that's how it should be. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one should be so damn arrogant that they feel that they're not wrong. Even the guy that I was telling you about, like Leo Gura, I like the fact that he likes it. I remember he was invited on this show. What's the name of this show? It's a show from. Oh, I didn't know they have a snooker here. Unless I can come and play snooker here sometime. This show from Cut, I forgot it. Like, it's called the Theory of Everything, right? The guy challenged him in every way, and Leo explained things in a way that made sense. I was like, damn, man, I respect these guys. There ain't that many people that I respect, but I was like, damn, like, this is insane, bro. Him being able to, like, Cut have invited a lot of people on his show. He never questioned them the way that he questioned Leo. It was almost disrespectful the way he questioned Leo, but Leo didn't hold back, bro. Like, he showed him that, listen, what I'm saying actually makes sense to you. I was talking about consciousness and why he believes in idealism, why he doesn't believe in materialism, why he believes that he's God, basically. Do you see how crazy that is? If you went to a show where you are claiming to be God, of course you're gonna sound insane, bro. And if the person that that invited you tries to embarrass you, then they can embarrass you if you don't know your story. I've seen that happen to David Icke. I remember David Icke, when he was like first starting to wake up, he dealt with the same problem. Like, he was invited on this show where the guy embarrassed him. He wasn't ready for that. But then as he became more and more conscious, he was able to, I think they did another interview when it was, because people were starting to realize that, no, this guy isn't so crazy. Like, we thought the dude was crazy, but the things that he was saying actually make sense now. So I do like it when people question me. Like, yo, we feel that what you're saying doesn't make sense. Like, I love it, man. I can't listen. Some people can lie about loving being challenged and all of that. Like, I genuinely love that with all my heart, bro. Tell me I'm wrong. If I tell you this is a dream and you don't feel it's a dream, tell me that you think I'm wrong. Tell me that you think I'm crazy and I'll be happy, bro. Like, if you want to make me happy, challenge me. And we're going to have a conversation. I'll show you that I'm not wrong. Not even close. Because I know that I'm telling what I feel is the highest truth. I'm not trying to think things that are going to make me feel good. I'm trying to think things that I feel are true. So even if the truth doesn't make me feel good, it's still what I prefer to think. Right? It's still what I prefer to think. When I tell you that we didn't really have a choice in this kind of realm, I mean it. I've been thinking about that since 2020, you know. I've been thinking about free will since 2020. Like, do we really have free will? And there's never been a time where I felt like, no, I might be wrong. Maybe we do have free will. There's never been a time where I felt I was wrong. And it's not because I'm arrogant. It's because no one has provided. Listen, I watch videos where people are saying there's free will and all of that. And they're not coming up with a compelling argument. Like, yeah, you think there's free will because you're ignorant, not because you're right. Like, maybe you have not done enough thinking to actually be able to see things as they are. So I can't trust you. You get what I'm saying? Intellectual honesty is important, and I don't think a lot of people are intellectually honest. I think there are very few people in the world who are actually intellectually honest. Very, very few people. What's really missing in the world is intellectual honesty, guys. That's it. That is why people are doing some of the most horrible things, is because they are not intellectually honest. You're like, damn, why did you do that? It's because they're living in their own world. They're living in their own reality. They're unable to see things from other people's perspectives. You know, they're not able to see how much other people can suffer because of their actions. So they're only seeing things from their perspectives because they lack intellectual honesty. Do you see the problem? That's why people debate, bro. Like, if people were intellectually honest, there would be nothing to debate about. We wouldn't even debate. Like, what will be there to debate about? Because we'll all agree on the same thing because we're all intellectually honest. It wouldn't matter where you grew up. It wouldn't matter how you experience life. You'll be intellectually honest enough to see things from other people's perspectives. You get what I'm saying? Like, okay, this is what this person went through, and this is why they feel the way that they're feeling. Can I say they're wrong? Truth is important, guys. Don't let anyone lie to you. In a realm like this, what truly matters is truth, not the lies that we've been telling ourselves because we don't know what the heck this is. It's only the truth that's gonna set us free. And I won't believe that. I will believe the opposite of that. Thank you all guys for watching this video until the end. Like the video, share the video. Tell me if you watched it until the end. Tell me if you've enjoyed the video. You know, because this is different. I've been recorded a video at night in a while, and I've never recorded a video at night with this phone. So tell me if you actually did enjoy the video. and I'll appreciate your comment. Thank you.